What up, chicks with dicks? It's your boy Adoptionism here, giving you guys Let's Play Skyrim Dawnguard Edition Episode 4? Episode 5? Oh fuck, I don't know. Anyway, or no, yeah, it is Episode 4, my bad. Yeah, so guys, now I am officially back home in Virginia, and it's doing a lot better. Granted, I've been here for about 6 days now, and we've had some pretty interesting lightning going on, so that's been kind of complicating stuff. And then because right now I don't really have my own bedroom, so when it comes to playing online with anybody, it varies, because I have to pretty much go into my brother's room and take turns or whatever. So yeah, I hope people can kind of cope with me on that, and then here in the next month or so, or maybe a little longer, I'll be able to have my own TV and whatnot, so that'll be a little easier. But yeah. So God, past 6 days. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna put a little story about relationships, airport people, how fucking stupid they are. Alright, so my friend that I told you guys about a couple of videos ago, that came and she wanted to visit and hang out or whatever. Well, we've known each other for so long that, I mean, it's cool, it's casual, it's a little more than that though. But I mean, it's like, when it comes to whether just having friends or being in a relationship, you always want somebody that you can, like, you could just, I mean, like everyone typically says, oh, somebody you could just be yourself around. Like, you don't have to try to impress, you don't gotta always look good, you don't gotta always take them out and be, it's just somebody that you can sit and relax and hang out with, and everything is good, nothing's boring. It's not like you have to constantly be spending money just so they can feel happy. I mean, you just want somebody that you could just hang out with, joke, laugh your ass off, maybe like wrestle around or something, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it's getting to that point, and it's a good feeling. I mean, definitely, it gets down to the point where you just enjoy yourselves so much that it's a little hard to how can I say? To pretty much express how you feel or what you want to actually say. Like, it's really hard. Shut the fuck up! Yes, and I just said shut the fuck up because my brother won't shut up when I told him to shut up.
Sorry. Hold it right there.
So anyway, sorry to kill the serious moment.
Making sure you're not
what the hell are you pushing B for, retard?
No,
you're dropping all your damn pickaxes.
no,
What the fuck are you doing? That made no sense. Oh my god, you're retarded. Anyway, back to my video, because somebody can't listen when I tell them don't interrupt me.
It's going to be us.
But yeah, so when it comes to like the kind of feeling that I'm getting right now, it's pretty hard to put it into words exactly like how much you kind of enjoy it, because it's not like you don't really feel like you're in a relationship. I mean, like, whether you are or you're not, it doesn't feel like you're in a relationship. It feels like you're just with somebody that's really freaking cool and you could just hang out with and depend on for anything, like comfort or hanging out with, or just taking a drive and just going wherever. Like, it's really awesome. And right now, it's like, it's hard on both of us because I mean, like I think I told you guys before, she's in the military, and so she's contracted to stay out there for a while, so it does get a little difficult and hard to deal with. But you know, it's whatever, and we're able to try and work it out as best as we can. Because I mean, like, if you sit there and, like, okay, mind you, people that are probably watching this video either are my age or are way off, but I'm 20. I mean, my mom had me when she was 19, turning 20. So at least when it comes to like a serious relationship, I'd at least try and be in one or whatever. But I mean, yeah, it's it's difficult, and then like with all these years past and the stupid shit that's going on in California, oh my god. But yeah, so okay, well, I mean that's all I can. I mean, like I said a little bit ago, I mean it's hard for me to really put into words exactly how I'm feeling or what's going through my mind about it, but it's generally like 9.999999. It's fuck. Totally just spaced out. Oh yeah, 9.9 repeated. It's good. It's positive. What the fuck are you doing, dude? Calm down.
I'd rather not be here. It's important.
So
listen before your friend here loses his patience.
Yeah.
Well,
so yeah, I'm sorry if sounds like I'm open to you guys. I don't really give a fuck if you guys like want to call me a fairy or whatever. It probably means you're just a virgin and miserable. So yeah, I don't care. So the next topic that I was really gonna talk about in this was airports and airport people and in general, and it's fucking okay. So alright, so leaving California, I had to get up at like 5 in the fucking morning, and those of you who know me, that is way too goddamn early for me to be up. So I had to get up at that time. I had to leave at like, I think it was like 7 o'clock or so, 6:30 or 7 o'clock or something, and me and my roommate at the time, Josh, he took me over to the airport. And they're like, oh yeah, your flight's supposed to leave at like 8:30. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, great, high five. Supposed to board at 8 o'clock, leave at 8:30. I get there, and because I have a layover in Pennsylvania, no, Philadelphia. Well, yeah, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, but Philadelphia, the airport. And I get there, I'm at the terminal, I'm like, okay, it's 8 o'clock, why are we boarding? And the people are like, sorry folks to inform you, but there's like really bad weather over in Philadelphia, so we're gonna have to be delayed until the weather clears up. And we're like, oh, okay, great. So we don't actually get on the plane till like 9:45. So that's already over an hour past when we should have went.
Now tell me,
and so when I finally get on the plane, go to Philadelphia. Alright, cool. Then I'm freaking out because, okay, I'm late. I'm looking at the freaking, the terminal listings or the flight listings or whatever, and I do not see my flight on there. My flight number is not there. There's only 2 planes going to Norfolk, which is where I was supposed to go. So I'm like, okay. Neither of those 2 was my number, so I was like, fuck. One was at like 6:30, the other one was at 8:45 or something like that. And I'm like, I am not getting on a goddamn plane at 8:45, considering I'm like jet lag, just time change, all that shit's fucking me up. So I'm like, alright, well, screw this. So we're like, alright, well, I went over to the terminal that my original plane was supposed to be at, and I went there and I was like, hey, can I switch my ticket over to this one because we got held back because of the weather? And they're like, okay, so printed me out a new ticket. Mind you, before I even got to ask them to switch out my ticket, there was nobody standing there. Like, there was everybody sitting around or whatever in like the little waiting seats or whatever sitting. There's nobody at the fucking computer right next to the goddamn gate. So I'm like, shit. I'm looking at the time, and it's saying that one flight or whatever is supposed to leave at 6:30, and I'm like, okay, well, I gotta figure out if somehow, if they don't have it listed and my flight is actually somewhere else and it's like leaving any minute, or what. So I'm like, fuck, okay. Kept looking over, watching the clock. Alright, kept going down. Okay, oh my god, okay, it's like 6:30, and by 6:35 I finally see somebody at the freaking computer desk thing. So I go over there and I'm like, hey, my plane got delayed because of the shitty ass weather. And I asked them or whatever, and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, here. So they grabbed my ticket, printed out a new one, switched it out or whatever, gave me in. I'm like, alright, sweet. I look at the ticket, and it says that the plane that I'm supposed to be on at this terminal that I'm right next to is supposed to start boarding at 6:25. It's 6:30. They haven't started boarding. They haven't even talked about it yet. And I'm like, what the fuck? And like, there's no like saying, oh, the weather, oh, nothing wrong with the plane. There's nothing. It's just they're being slow and lazy as hell. Yeah. I am. So, yeah. plane people are retarded, and they kept trying to delay it more and more for no apparent reason, and we didn't actually get on that plane until about 6:45 when we should have been on it at 6:25, and it was just gonna take a really long time. So I'm like, oh my god, okay, so now not only am I an hour late, but I'm like an additional like 30 minutes late. Okay, this is getting really irritating. So finally we start boarding, and we're sitting in the plane, mind you, this is Philadelphia, and whether it was like, I want to say, whether, yeah, temperature-wise, it was like, it had to have been like in the hundreds. It was so freaking hot. And anybody who's been in an airplane at an airport that is stifling hot, and you're stuck in an airplane with a bunch of other people, and not only that, but I'm like wearing one of my really thick kind of furry jackets. The only reason why I was gonna wear it was because I needed more space in my suitcases. So I'm wearing that jacket, and it was so bad because as soon as I got on the plane, I'm like, my pits were sweating and whatnot, and if I tried taking this jacket off, I'm gonna end up like elbowing this French lady that was sitting next to me, and then that wouldn't have been good, because old French people are kind of weird, especially since this lady was like really quiet, and then she like stare at me. But anyway, I was like sitting there, and I'm like, okay, when the hell is this plane gonna finally start backing up and beep 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 or anything like that? No. So I ended up, like, the plane started backing up a little bit, like they were gonna put us on the track to like line us up to take off. So I'm like, alright, cool. So I ended up dozing off for an hour. I wake up and I'm sweating like crazy. And then I sit there and I'm like, look out the window, we're still in the airport. And I looked at the time, and it was like 8:15, 8:20, and my mom's texting me asking me like, oh hey, is your plane almost here or something? I'm like, no, we're actually still stuck at the freaking airport. And then like after I wake up, they're all like, oh sorry guys, yeah, well we're just trying to wait for the weather to clear up so we can take off. And I'm like, oh, so we've been waiting an hour now? Okay, whatever. So then finally weather clears up a little bit, and we start moving. We like move the airplane over to, like, I guess there's like a line, like they have this airplane gotta go first, then this one, then this one, then this one. And so we were waiting, and they're like, okay, like we're waiting like 30 minutes, and then they finally tell us, okay folks, we're like, we should be going any minute now, we're like number 5 in line. And we're like, okay. So we're waiting. Right when we get to be like number 2 in line or something, bam, this freaking thunderstorm rolls in or whatever, and it starts raining, pouring hard, and they're like, oh yeah, so we're gonna have to wait a couple more minutes to see if the storm will clear up. And so pretty much in total, like by the time that we finally took off, I'm already like 3 hours late, pretty much. Like I got delayed so many times for so long for so much stupid crap, and then it was just, oh my god. And what like added to the pressure and the frustration and not, I wouldn't say the fear, but the instability. I don't know. It's gonna make me sound crazy if I start saying words like that, but we start taking off, and because it's still kind of rainy and windy and thundering, as soon as the plane takes off, I guess they said that there was like a cloud barrier of something, but yet even though there's like rain and wind and all this other crap blowing around, so we start going through, and we're pushing through the clouds, man, and the plane started like teetering like badly, and it was shaking, and like I thought the plane was about to explode or something. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh god, okay, I can handle planes. Now, I mean, granted, it is weird that I'm afraid of heights, but that's only like when I'm out in the open, like I'm not inside of a vehicle or something. But here we are in an airplane trying to jet through a storm, and I got like freaking 5 rows in front of me, 5 rows behind me, the people next to me. The French lady started going, oh shit, gripping onto the freaking handbar, and I think at one point she was like pinching my shoulder or something, I don't know. She was like grasping like she was about to die. So I'm sitting here dealing with this plane taking forever, then we finally take off. The plane feels like it's about to explode. I got this old French lady next to me about to have a heart attack, and I'm sitting here trying to wonder if I'm going to die today or not. and I'm only like I'm only a 45-minute flight away from getting back to Virginia. So I'm like, great, this is awesome. So we're going through, and the lady in front of me, I think she probably is like 21 or 22, like she's pretty young. And we're sitting there, and the plane's like shaking and shaking and shaking, and the pilot's like, "Oh yeah, sorry, there's a cloud barrier that we're trying to get through." And like as he's talking, he like it jerks the plane, and you can hear the co-pilot go like, "Oh shit," or "Oh crap," or something to that effect. And I'm like, okay, you know it's good when the pilots are freaking out too. I mean that's always comforting. So I'm like, okay, so I really feel like I'm gonna die tonight. And so we finally get through the cloud barrier. It steadies out, and we're doing good. And the young blonde lady in front of me, like straight up, the stewardess is like asking everybody if they're okay, how are they doing, and instantly this blonde chick in front of me like raises her hand and points. She's like, "Do you guys have vodka or anything?" And the stewardess is like, "Actually, yeah, we do." And she's like, "Okay, I'm gonna get some of that." So stewardess brings back 2 of those like little mini bottles of vodka and gives the girl like a can of Sprite or something. She does her little concoction mixture, and she just starts like slamming down these drinks, and then she ends up like asking for like 2 more bottles, and everyone's all freaking out like, "Oh man, that was scary." And I'm like, man, that was as fun as Six Flags, but a little, yeah, granted, our lives were kind of at stake there. And the girl in front of me, she's all like, "Yeah, that's why I'm celebrating right now." So it was pretty interesting that she got so scared that she had to do that. And then it was funny because like also after like in the process of the stewardess getting that lady her drinks, there was a guy like a couple rows in front of me. I think it was actually like he was in first class, and he got up, and right after we got through the cloud barrier, he had to go back to the bathroom. So I started making jokes to myself. I mean, obviously I didn't say it out loud just because that'd be kind of mean, but that would have been really funny too. But I was thinking, I was like, I think this guy just shat his pants. So it was really funny to see this dude like pretty much waddle as fast as he could to the back of the plane. Just, oh my god, I don't know. It was chaotic. It was crazy. But I finally made it, and oh, well. I thought I could make one video without yawning, but I guess that's impossible. So finally we land. We're like, oh, thank God. It's over. The chaos is done. We can finally get the hell off this plane. I can, like, finally kind of air my balls out instead of, like, you know, having that sweaty balls going on. By the way, that ice cream is amazing. If you haven't tried it by Ben & Jerry's, you should. It's freaking delicious. I recommend sweaty balls any time of the day. Oh yeah, that sounds nasty. But yeah, so back to what I was saying. So I'm walking through the terminal or whatever. I got my carry-ons obviously, and I'm all looking through the signs. I'm like, crap, I was like, which way does it go? So I'm like, okay, well, considering we're uber late and the airport's pretty much empty, let's go ahead and let's just follow everyone else is going. So I'm following people, and I'm like, okay, I see baggage claim. Alright, cool. So now I should be able to get through. And I'm looking through, I'm looking down the hall, and I see this one lady. I mean, I could tell this is my mom because she's wearing like a bright pink shirt or whatever. But then there's this lady that she was talking to, and this lady had a little boy, and like instantly this little boy that looked like he was like talking to me or whatever, like. He's at the end of the hallway. He's like, "Oh, hey, yeah, there he is," like pointing at me and stuff. And I'm like, I'm walking around. I'm like, I don't know you. I don't know this little kid. Who the hell are you? And so then, as soon as I get up to the door and my mom was right there, I was like, "Oh, hey, mom," and she was doing her cheesy ass grin like she usually does. And so I asked her who that lady was, and she was like, "Oh, I don't know. That was just some other lady." And I was like. This random lady's kid was just staring at me, talking to me like he knew me or something. It was really creepy. And so, yeah, it was a very interesting and frustrating experience, and it was just a massive pain in the ass. And I really hate airports and airport people. And oh man, those people need to get organized way better. But yeah, right now, after I'm done yawning, I am sitting here at my brother's other TV stand type of thing with the door open. Like pretty much my bedroom for right now is an air mattress in my mom's stockroom because she likes to do couponing, and it is really hard not to like gain 300 pounds in one night considering how much food is in that thing. And so right now they're reorganizing it because yesterday we got like 5 million bags of Doritos, we got like a crap load of Pepsis, we got I don't know, we got a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, and then I got my brother behind me playing Minecraft. I got him working my mine.
I've done my Dragon Bridge will have extra guards.
Yeah.
Folk Firebeard.
Cool. Yeah, that's the autosave. But yeah. So what are you still talking? Hold on.
I don't know what we're doing.
But yeah. I wasn't really expecting to finish that airplane story so quick. There's probably some other details I could have put in there, but I kind of like spaced out and forgot. Oh, so also I might end up doing speed art drawings or something because now that I'm back here, I have my sketchbook again, and those of you who personally know me know that I love to draw. Like, I love doodling, drawing anything. Like, I drew originally I drew the Triton emblem, but like I pimped out the T to where it looked amazing. I had like 6 angel wings on it. I had a flaming trident crown. Then there was like cracks in the T or whatever. I mean, it looked pretty sick. And I ended up pretty much using that as a basis for my Black Ops emblem, which was the Triton T with 6 angel wings and a flaming crown. But yeah, so that was pretty fun to do. I might end up like trying to draw other things too and put that up or not. I'm not too certain yet. And then also, those of you who are interested in watching this, and I believe it should get posted, but like you saw, Intex Games, IntexNetwork, they finally got their banners up or whatever, so they are partnering. So I urge anybody who wants to get partnered and become known and just get a lot more exposure and publicity, and make sure you check out the requirements and apply there, and just keep doing what you're doing and have fun with it. Like with me, probably my next video will be, granted I don't care, it's not the ideal KD for a free-for-all, but I went 30 and 11. Like, I went on a death streak towards the end, but like for the most part I had a pretty nasty spree going. And I just want to post it because I never play Modern Warfare 3 free-for-alls, and the fact that I actually won one with a semi-decent KD, I'm like, alright, I'm gonna post it. Because it's only like 6 minutes long, which is pretty fast, I think. But,
I'm waiting.
yeah, there's about, what, 3.5 minutes left of this video, and I can't think of anything else to talk to. So, I think I'm going to go find something to eat, because I'm a fat white person with a house full of food, finally. So, yeah. Till next time, guys, this has been Adoptionism. Peace the fuck out.
You're not supposed to be in here.
Please, I can't.
Last warning.
Just
You're
Leave
not
now.
supposed to be in here.
Go away.
I'm hoping to run my own inn someday. Fida's teaching me the innkeeper's trade. She runs
Are
the
you
Four
a soldier?
Shields.
I don't know what a moth priest is, but I did see an old man in a robe not long ago. He's riding in a wagon with some Imperial guards. They didn't stop to visit, though. They rode through town, heading south, and went across the big bridge. It was only just a little bit ago. I bet you can catch them if you hurry up. All right then.